Welcome to Pieces of Pat Paints. I'm Pat. This is Octavia. She's one of my kitties. She's very but she's having her time. Oh, are we done? I don't want. I see that, but I'm a human. I can't do anything about any of that. So welcome to Pieces of Pat Paints, where sometimes we have cats that join us. We have two cats actually. I have Octavia, and then I have Buttons, or Butt, as we call him. Anyway, hope you are all having a lovely morning. We mostly finished the manicure yesterday. I did the flocking on him. I've got to clean up a couple things off the sides and get some glue marks and stuff like that off. But he's ready to go. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to put a little bit of plants in there or not. I may just leave it. I haven't decided. But today, goodness. Today we're going to mess around with this mimic. He's a lot of fun. So we're gonna get right along into that. I can't believe we're almost we might actually be over 300 episodes, but the way the counter reads, I'm at like 300 episodes starting from tomorrow. I'm pretty sure my count is off. I don't know. I think this, like, maybe 2 episodes ago might have been the 300. This might be the 300th. I don't know. We've gotten better at keeping the numbers straight, though. As time has gone on, I've slowly kind of gotten out of my. To be honest, I was going through a little bit of depression when I very first started this channel. So I've kind of gotten through all of that, which is great. You know, that's what you want to do, right? So, you know, here we are. Good stuff. That's good stuff. Oh, I think I have. Oh, hold on. Just drop off. Yep. Yes. This for the lovely Kristen, my beautiful one, for her van to be taken to the shop tomorrow. It's due at 8 a.m. So let's hope that all is well and it's not anything that's a big deal. I have a feeling it is. But we're going to hope it's not that big a deal. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Put you guys over there for now. I think I have... base for this. Maybe not in here. Maybe in my other box. I guess I put them with some square bases. I like round. Better. My 40K box. Thought that one, so that's probably the right size, but I thought I had one loose. In fact, I thought I had like it was in a little cup, which was in neither of those boxes. Who knows? Oh well, that's how it goes, right? Big one. That's not probably one. small. Okay. Maybe go this way. Looks like that might stick better. Alrighty. I'll find us a base. That other base is a little too small. Too big. I thought I had one just the right size. Oh well. Alright, so mimics are cool. What these things are is a creature that mimics an object. And then whenever somebody gets too close to that object, it turns itself back into its mimic, into its normal form, sort of, or at least parts of it. And it will grab the unsuspecting adventurer, and it will it'll take him into its mouth, make a little lunch out of it. It'll eat him or her. And then they're creatures, so they don't really have like higher thought processes behind mimic this thing and eat it, at least so far as we know. Of course, with the way D&D is going lately, you'll probably be able to play a mimics. Everything seems to be cruising at its optimal ranges, so that's good. Things are pretty crazy out there in the world right lately. All the tariffs are going into effect today, if you're paying any attention to any of that. What I'll say is if you need stuff from China regularly, buy something that's Chinese regularly, probably want to stock up on that item. It's going to get more expensive. Any containers that are currently at sea will be subject to any kind of tariffs. I mean, really anything from out of country. You should be treating this way, not just from China, but China looks like Chinese goods are going to get the highest tariffs. So definitely be ready. Don't get caught. Regardless of which way you feel about the situation, don't get caught. Get caught flat-footed. Don't be caught unawares. Make sure you know what's happening, because you should always make sure you kind of know what's happening. show or something like that. But I do try to like at least keep up on current things, current events. Oh my gosh! And I like laughing at Tesla's stock because that crap's hilarious. Oh well. My phone keeps sending all these alerts through. Most of them are nothing. That one ended up being nothing, but it looked serious. Now, I will say another thing about mimics. They like to mimic things that are typically made of wood. I don't know why that is, but they like to mimic chests and doors and things like that. Mainly probably because they're things that sentient creatures they want to eat come into contact with a lot, so it's easy to shock them. And if I remember right, they're not thought to be a completely natural creature. The legend is they were created by some wizard as like a way to guard your dungeon, and that wizards create them to guard their stuff, which is a fun idea. Equally fun is the idea of wild mimics. I don't know what it says nowadays. The new monster manual has changed, so I'm not sure. I'm not up on the newest lore according to the new monster manual. Go dropping shit. Ooh, I'm a little tired today. I went out and dug in my yard yesterday a little bit. I wore myself out. A little sore in my shoulders. You know what I mean? Neck, my back. It's a good thing though. It's always good to get some exercise in. Oh, goodness. Things are wild, y'all. Things are wild. I would be super careful. I wouldn't buy anything serious. Things a little too crazy. A little too crazy. I'll say this of being, gosh, I guess I'm almost 50 now. is that stuff kind of goes up and down all the time. So you have to understand what you can do with your own stuff, like where you are with something is very different than where somebody else might be with something. So one person's advice may not mean anything to another person. So know your situation. Don't be too afraid, because things will change. So for right now, things are rough. It's possible it could change any minute and go right back the other way, because that's life. That's just how it goes. I don't know why, but it is. I don't pretend to have any of those answers. I just know that the best thing to do is try your best not to panic. When you panic, that's when you usually make your biggest mistakes. Alright, there's these little fleshy components. Except for his eyeballs. Let's do these eyeballs. this. I think this darker look is going to be what we want. Dark metallic. That's weird. These aren't like rivets. These are like fleshy bits. They're coming out of the sides of it. Interesting. It might be fun to even like fade this up into the same fleshy bit color. Same thing with this. Kind of like fade to it, and then these can just, we can fade those off of the brown or whatever we decide to do. These should be more fleshy. It looks like they just popped right out of the wood or something. It's a pretty fun look. That's a great reason to use this particular rough iron. It's a little bit reddish. It'll lend well to it. Like that idea. Fade those in. Smack my microphone around a little bit. Really like this mimic, turning it from a beer barrel into a horror beyond belief is a lot of fun. Hands are a little sore from working that shovel too. That's interesting. I don't always expect that kind of stuff. It's alright. Just try always stop if your fingers start to get too numb. Is the big rule, because you could be doing nerve damage. Take a break. Let my fingers kind of make sure everything's working all right. Seems all right so far. Like I said, you just wait. Anyway, well, I hope everybody has a great week. It looks like it's going to be really nice out here. I don't know what it's going to be like where you're from, but it's going to be really nice here. I'm excited. I'm going to try to get out and do some more gardening and stuff like that. Holy mackerel. Market's been all over the place today. That's crazy. Okay, almost there. So it's always good if you feel any kind of numbness, you know, kind of stop, stretch your fingers, you know, stretch your hands out. You know, I find it, for me, it's better to put them kind of down on my side. I don't know, maybe it like lets the blood flow into them better or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it does seem to help, which is nice. Oh my. Definitely, any of y'all that need need anything overseas, get that stuff bought up. So most of my paints come from, I think, France. No, luckily Golden is a USA product, so I'll probably be switching over to all Golden. Windsor and Newton is made in, I think it's French and English. So I will be moving off of those paints. Citadel stuff comes from England, I think. Find out. Ireland. UK and Ireland. So there's that. If you buy GW paints, you probably need to get in there and get them bought, just to make sure it doesn't get caught up. That's the really wild thing is that there's gonna be a moment where it's gonna look like things are going well for the U.S. economy because people are buying up a bunch of products, but that's not what's happening. We're buying up the stuff that before the tariffs come out. That's all gonna happen pretty soon. A bunch of companies will buy up because everybody's thinking the same way I am. I mean, at least the people who are paying attention. And so you buy up all the supplies. So it's going to look like a bunch of stuff got sold, but it really did. I mean, it did, but it's because everybody is stockpiling. And so then the sales will slump. And if that happens, things are going to not go well. It will be bad. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I was really kind of hoping we were going to avoid a recession. We'll see. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. My hands rest a bit. So makes me nervous. Watch my stocks just lose money. They gain a little bit of money here and there right now, but it's mostly losing money. It's like, oh my god. And watching people still thinking like it's gonna turn around any second now is hilarious. It's definitely not turning around anytime soon. Maybe for like a day. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get like a day, good, like 1 or 2 days here. But for the most part, you just gotta sit tight and wait, which can be really difficult. Alright. Let's get some really wet lumber. Big old chunky board. super thin. Yeah, a little more than that. A little more pigment. Been around the channel long enough, you know this is something we do in just about everything. This umber wash is a very important part of my technique. I don't use blacks for shadows unless it's under very specific circumstances. I usually rather use umber or a darker version of the color that we started out with. I'll deal with the cork a little later. It'll be an accent piece. Have the wood's texture right on the model. It makes this all pretty easy. If it's not, it can make it very difficult. It looks weird, so you have to kind of like put the lines in yourself and make it all look right. It's not quite as nice as when it all is working out really well. Ooh, one day fingers getting numb again. That's not good, y'all. The good thing is it seems to be going right back instantly. I might just have some tight muscles in my arms, and it's just sitting on the nerves, and it like pulls it in or something. I don't know. It's rough. It's okay, we gotta let that guy dry out a little bit anyway. You let all that umber sit in those cracks and dry up, and then we'll come back over with a raw and then burnt umber. So it's a burnt umber, then raw umber, then burnt umber again. And that's how I do most of my wood. Now if I want to change like the wood color, then I might do something a little different. Instead of using burnt umber, I might use like raw sienna, or maybe even a Naples yellow if I wanted it to look kind of like a birch or whatever. Really whitish kind of wood. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Holy crap! Tesla just collapsed again. Wow, that's hilarious. There was a guy on here talking trash earlier today, and I definitely want to go get him. Got Goods Man. Whatever. That's a terrible name. Wonder how he's feeling. guy's a moron. It's good stuff. Golly. So here's another thing. When when dealing with markets and this stuff, if you see a pattern happen over and over and over again, like that's what's going to happen again. Almost always, not always, but almost always. So like, if every morning, it pumps up and then around 11 o'clock it drops off, then you can pretty much guess that like it's going to do it again. Especially if the market isn't recovering in general and in a really hard way, and there's no fundamentals for whatever business you're looking at to recover. Because the Dow Jones and the S&P are now back to negatives, and it looks like the Nasdaq is not far behind it. So like, I don't know. Like, don't take my word for any kind of super advice from me. I'm just telling you what I notice. Not like this is a stock trading program. This is a program about me. It's just fun to talk about other stuff. And right now, that's kind of the market and tariffs is the big story in the U.S. Things are going crazy out there. I just don't want anybody getting caught up in something they don't need to get caught up in. Yeah, I really like the idea of bringing it to fleshy red on there. That's fun. Yeah. Okay. Could put some more of a pinky flavor in here, or pinkish flesh tones in here as we build it up. Almost done. Almost done drying. Well, I guess as we're doing that, we could wait on that. We could do the floor real quick. So he's just sitting on the floor in a cave or something. Well, which is a little weird, but I. Guess we could get this painted and then come back tomorrow. Looks like I guess we're not bad. 45 minutes in. That's not bad. See how my hand holds up. I'd like to get that next round of the brown in at the very least. And have all the wood parts done. We can come back tomorrow and focus on its mouth and eyes and stuff. I don't see this model taking too long. It's not very big. At least get that base coat in on there. Here we go. Stretch those fingers. Stretch them. Stretch. Oh, this brown into the red here. So we're just gonna add a little bit of brown for now. Bring some more back in later on. We'll fade that out that way. Since we're doing a fade on the other arms as well. And it may even require another round with some brown in certain spaces, but should be pretty close to having all that done. This little spot here just does not want to get painted for some reason. I'll let that dry. Come back on him tomorrow. See if we can convince him to get wise. Ah, I feel good with 50 minutes. I need to let that guy dry up anyway. And I gotta find a base for him. Really need to put him on some sort of a base. I said that other one I was looking at might be too dang small, so I'm not worried about it. I'll find another one or print one. Yeah, I had to print some stuff anyway. Pull myself out of here. Boop. Bam. Turn that off and that off. Anyway, yeah. Great sheesh. Good stuff. Got some stuff done. Really made a lot of headway on that guy. So should be wrapping him up tomorrow. That'd be good. Have it done on a 300 episode, and then we move on to something new. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. Go enjoy the day. If you're here in the central U.S. If not, and it is nice where you are, go out and enjoy that day. If it's not nice, enjoy something inside. Or find something to enjoy. It's always better to enjoy something than to sit and fester and be irritated. So, yeah. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. Go be good to somebody out there and randomly. It helps, I promise. Anyway, you guys are amazing. I'll talk to you later. Bye.